Ever found yourself understanding someone so well that you just couldn't hate them, even when they were really hurting you? It's this wild, almost superpower, right? But it can also feel like a total trap. So let's get into it. Let's talk about this messy, beautiful part of being human, and the one time it can actually be dangerous. We're going to kick things off with this really powerful idea. It basically says that when you truly get where someone is coming from, hatred just kind of melts away. You see the whole story, not just the one chapter where they hurt you. And that simple, clean emotion of hate, it gets replaced by something way more complicated. And there's a name for this. It's called cognitive empathy. Now, this isn't just feeling what someone else feels. It's about getting the why behind it. It's like you're not just seeing the lightning. You're understanding the whole weather system that created the storm. You're seeing the roots, not just the leaves. And this is where it gets really tricky. This is the paradox. On one hand, it's an incredible gift, right? You can see the humanity in almost anyone. But on the other hand, man, it can be a curse. Because you end up absorbing the pain that's driving someone else's bad behavior, even when you're the one on the receiving end.
And this really breaks down what that curse feels like day to day. That sarcastic comment from a friend, you don't just hear the words. You see the childhood wound that they're trying to cover up. That person who's ghosting you, you can literally feel the fear that's making them pull away. And that awful betrayal, you see the self-hatred behind it. And you're just left wishing someone could see you that deeply.
So it seems like understanding is always the answer, always the higher road. But what if it's not? What if there's an exception to the rule? A situation where trying to dig deep and find the why isn't just a bad idea, but it's actually dangerous. And the answer is a hard yes. There is one exception. For most difficult people, empathy is a bridge. But for this one group, psychopaths, your empathy becomes a liability. It's not a tool for connection, it's a weapon they can and absolutely will use against you. Now here's the really scary part. They don't show up looking like villains. It's the exact opposite. They are masters of the charming facade. They seem warm, they seem so open, and they have this bizarre ability to make you feel an immediate, almost magnetic urge to trust them with your entire life story. This is why your first and best line of defense is your gut, your intuition. If underneath all that charm, some tiny little alarm bell is going off in your head, if something just feels off, you have to listen to it. Don't rationalize it away. That feeling is your subconscious picking up on cracks you can't even see yet. So, your alarm bells are ringing. What do? Here's a super practical 3-step playbook. Number 1, and this is the most important, hit the brakes, slow everything down. Number 2, shift from participant to observer, just watch. And number 3, hunt for the inconsistencies, the little things that just don't add up. Okay, let's dig into that observe them step. We're not talking about a creepy spy mission here. It's just about paying attention during normal activities. Suggest a movie. Do their emotional reactions seem real or kind of performed? Put them in a mildly stressful situation, even just trying a new, challenging activity. How do they handle the pressure? And just talk. Talk about anything and everything, and see if their stories and opinions stay consistent. And that brings us to the absolute key, those inconsistencies. Check out this example. It sounds so small, so insignificant, right? You know you met on Wednesday, but they keep saying, "Remember that thing on Thursday?" You'd probably just brush it off as a simple mistake, wouldn't you? Yeah, don't. That is not a memory slip. It's a massive, flashing red light. A little test like that, a tiny rewrite of reality, they could be seeing if you'll go along with it. They might even be setting you up to be a false alibi for them later on. This is your signal to walk away. Seriously, immediately. Now let me be clear. The point of all this isn't to make you paranoid. It's not about being suspicious of every new person you meet. This is about sharpening your perception. It's about letting your rational brain catch up to your emotions, especially when you feel that overwhelming urge to trust someone you just met. And that perception, it all lives in the tiny details. People who are working hard to maintain a facade, they often leak clues. Look at their clothes. Is it extremely sloppy or almost obsessively neat? Notice any weird little habits. Are they constantly adjusting the silverware, perfectly lining up the salt and pepper shakers? These little things can be a sign of a mind that's working overtime to keep a lie straight. I just love this metaphor. The details are the tells. They always speak the truth. They're like the brush strokes on a canvas. No matter what the final picture is supposed to be, you can see the real story in how the paint was actually put down.
And that's really the bottom line here, isn't it? No matter how perfect the mask is, no matter how charming the performance, nobody can hide everything. The truth is always there somewhere, hiding in those little inconsistencies and overlooked details. It's just waiting for someone who's willing to slow down enough to actually see it.
So we'll end with this question. For you, your ability to understand people is an amazing gift. The challenge isn't learning how to turn it off, it's learning how to protect it. How do you put up a force field around it so it doesn't get exploited? How do you make sure your superpower stays a gift and doesn't become your greatest weakness?